Cute, sedate little babies. Fresh food and water, they're still chilling under the lamp. But a week older, it's a food frenzy. I must say, if it weren't for perennials, spring wouldn't be nearly as much fun. I know I need to get in here and weed, but the asparagus bed, it's always nice to have asparagus come up in the spring and get a nice early crop. It's all starting to leaf out now. We cut as much as we could that was bigger than the size of a pencil, and now we leave the rest. And yes, if it weren't for perennials, my spring garden would not feel nearly as wonderful, because the only thing that usually comes up is weeds. But we have lemon balm. We would have had catnip if it weren't for Luna, but I think she ate all my catnip. We have orange mint that comes up and looks lovely. Of course, here are my onions that I planted. Not perennials, but an early planting. Probably the only early planting I really got in this year. These Egyptian walking onions come up faithfully every year. Sage. I love my perennial herbs. Violets from my folks. Some chocolate mint. More violets from my folks. Hyssop. Over here is the oregano. Here's some bee balm, which is going to have some lovely purple blooms on it. And more hyssop here. And of course the comfrey and the grapevines. I'm really hoping the grapevines will have a chance to actually produce grapes this year. We'll see. It's only been a couple years that they've been in here, so I'll be patient. Spearmint bed. Good morning, Patch. Got iris and echinacea over here. We got daylilies hidden in this grass that I still haven't weeded yet. They'll come in a lovely kind of lightish yellow and a pretty purple, along with a bird bath my hubby made for me, and the lovely sunflower plant hanger that he got for me this year. My peppermint bed, which always comes in lovely. And check this out. One of the kale that I planted in here last year to fill in an empty space until it filled, peppermint filled in, is coming back. So that's awesome. I'll probably do with that one what I did with the ones in the potato bed, and let them go to seed and save the seeds, because if you make it through my Michigan winter, I want your seeds. More Egyptian walking onions over here by the irises. And of course the yucca comes back every year. Ooh, the grandbaby's here. Okay, that means I'm going to get a whole lot of nothing done today, but that's okay. I will love on that baby. Right here in the center, some daylilies that'll be coming up. And these are probably my favorite daylilies. They're this lovely, rich, mauvey purple with a yellow center. And it's just... Are you seeing a purple and yellow theme in my garden? The irises are purple. I have yellow iris down around the trees by the road. Yeah, I think I have a pattern. Over here, there's more iris. I've got the trumpet vine growing up at the corners of the hammock frame, and the wisteria here in the center. That one I think I'm going to have to train to the pole a little more. It doesn't stay attached. But I'm loving the fact that the trumpet vines have actually attached and stayed and are regrowing. So that tells me here in the next few years they're probably going to take this over, which is exactly what I want. And then my elderberries over here, which I just discovered yesterday. The elderberries send out runners. I was in here just, weeding out anything that wasn't a raspberry, thyme, tarragon, or elderberry, or those funny little chive looking things that I really don't know what they are and don't know where they came from. I don't care. They're cute, especially when they curl. Except the horses ate the tops off the ones over there, which is fine. It's probably good for them. But I went to pull these up, not realizing what they were, because I just wasn't paying attention. It wasn't my big elderberry bush, so I was pulling it up. And these little guys are attached to this elderberry by a very thick underground runner. And that surprised me. I did not know that elderberry sent out runners. And then, of course, the raspberries and some more herbs, the thyme and the tarragon. I'm assuming that this one is the tarragon I planted last year, because I'm pretty sure it was a perennial. I'll get out my videos and photos from last year and double check. I do have a couple weeds in here I need to pull out. They got little prickers on them, so I'm gonna have to get some gloves. But the raspberries I'm looking forward to. Hens and chicks are perennial. More iris. This is a red bee balm. That's gonna be lovely when it flowers this year. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. Look what I just found. Oh my word. This is all bronze fennel. All this gorgeous feathery looking stuff. That is a lot of bronze fennel. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Wow. I will leave a bunch of it, but I'm going to dig up a little bit and transplant. Try planting it in a few different spots, because this stuff is just lovely and it smells amazing. Look at this fun little discovery. It's not a perennial, but obviously it is a self-seeding. Here's some more over here. A self-seeding annual. Wow, I love this stuff. It is just this cute, frilly, lacy looking. That is so cool. And of course the strawberry bed, which is still looking lovely. These were a bronze fennel and a regular, I think, Florence fennel last year. And obviously, I lied. That's the bronze fennel. Those were the Florence fennel. They reseeded. That is so awesome. I love free plants. Oh, anyway. So, yes, if it weren't for perennials, I would probably get way too discouraged in the spring with how long it takes me to get everything done. But, yeah, perennials are awesome. I have a grandbaby to go spoil, so I am off. So a little side note here, all of this, and it spreads. Let me show you over here. It's on the other side here. All of this, back in there, back to the ladder, all in between the grass, all of this is Jerusalem artichokes. I planted a few back, I guess, I don't know, 2016, 2018, somewhere in there. Here it is, 2022. And I might have planted 6 or 8 of them. Oh my goodness. Actually, it was the same year that I planted a few asparagus right here. And apparently they're still going good. Oh my goodness, right here. Huh. I didn't know any of those survived. That's kind of cool. Anyway, perennials. Yeah, these, I was told they spread, and I thought, oh, well, that'd be kind of cool. I'll pick a spot and they can spread a little bit. Oh no, oh no. They just keep going and keep going and keep going. It is crazy. In fact, last year, I don't know how, but one of these ended up on the other side of the greenhouse and popped up over there. So they do some serious underground traveling. It's crazy. Now the nice thing is, I guess, I haven't actually tried it yet, Jerusalem artichokes are supposed to make some pretty good, you know, potato type food. They make roots that can be eaten similar to potatoes, which is cool. But holy cow, there is a ton of them. It's just crazy. Another perennial that grows wild on my property, although it could be a self-seeding annual, I'm not sure, are these lovely phlox. They are my favorite color. Purple. Purple is awesome. And they sometimes are a little pinker. Sometimes you even get some that are light enough that they're kind of white. But they come up every year. I don't have to plant them. I simply get to enjoy them. And when this all goes into full bloom, it is going to be positively lovely. What I love about these, and I only discovered this like a couple years ago, is once these go to seed, all these little seed heads, when the flowers are done blooming, I collected some from my mom's because she's got some that are kind of more of a pinky color and things like that at her house. So I collected some of the seeds, and they're in little pods, and I dry my seeds on a paper plate, and once they've dried out for a couple weeks, you know, then I'll put them in little baggies for saving all my seeds. I was sitting at my table one day, and I kept hearing this weird sound, and things kept flying around me, and I was like, what in the world is this? It took me forever, but I finally figured out those little pods explode and the seeds inside fly everywhere. How insanely crazy is that? It's nuts. Anyway, okay, while I've been standing here, I have just had another discovery. Check out this asparagus that I never even knew was planted here. Oh my goodness, and the size of this stalk, I mean, it's bigger than my finger. If I'd have known this was here, we could have had some yummy asparagus. Okay, note to self, mark the asparagus so we can collect some next year, and when I grow gardens out here, work around it or plant some more around it. Wow, I love it. I come out here in this field and I find things that I had no idea I had. It's kind of cool. Here, can't see it as much because there's not a lot of light, is yarrow. It's a wonderful little medicinal. I have that popping up all over the place. This stuff I could live without. This stuff puts off little burrs, and they stick on everything, and they're a pain in my behind. I'm still trying to figure out what this is that the kitty cat was just rubbing on. It kind of looks like a lettuce of some sort, but I have no idea. Ooh, here's a little note for you. This thing, from what I understand, looks like a mosquito, but is actually supposed to be a mosquito eater. They're like ginormous. Let me see if I can get my finger up here by him so you can see. Yeah. Anyway, I'm curious if anybody happens to know what plant this is. Let me know. Be good to know whether or not it needs. Oh, wait a minute. I know what this is. I do know what this is. This is pokeberry. Oh, yeah. Okay, I just don't know that I've ever paid attention to it at this size. But based on its location, and I see some more over there, yeah, this is pokeberry. This is going to grow up and have some lovely, you can kind of see it down at the base, how it's kind of reddish in the stalks. This will grow up and have kind of lovely reddish stalks and put off these little clusters of berries, which if you eat them wrong, they're poisonous. So you have to be careful. I think it's the seeds in the berries that are poisonous. But I've been hearing that there's actually some medicinal properties to them. But most animals, if they eat it, it's poisonous. I think it's only non-poisonous to birds, the seeds are. So anyway, but they are attracting in birds that get the bad bugs. So I'm good with that. All right, off to find some more projects to do.